After the win for Southeast Guilford over Northwest, Coach Newton with us, Shawn Newton. Coach, talk about what happened in the game tonight and the way the team is playing to start the season. I mean, it's early workouts. Hadn't really, well, I've seen you 2 games already. Kind of tested last Friday, not tested quite as much tonight, but you got to be pleased by the way the girls, I guess, are taking care of business.
Right, yes, sir. They are coming out playing what we expected out of the girls this year is to come out and just carry over from last year's 18 wins, using every game as a building block. Southwest came out last week and put a little pressure on us. We hadn't seen that in the 2 prior games, but I think it's going to help us get ready for our conference season, because I think once we get against Southern Alamance, Dudley, and Page, we're going to see that night in and night out in the conference. And then with our conference being so strong, we can't even sleep on teams like Smith and Western this year, because they're doing pretty good right now early in the season.
Tell you what, Southwest Guilford last Friday night, I mean, a little close that first half, but you did a real good job of getting their attention at halftime. You came back out and really just pulled the way to start that second half.
Yes, sir. We came out and made some adjustments at half, talked to the girls about how to handle that pressure, try to use their pressure to our advantage by hitting a couple backdoor baskets. I think we came out and hit 2 backdoor baskets, and that pretty much broke Southwest spirit for a second there until we picked up those 2 technical fouls and had 2 starters go out of the game in the third quarter with over 3 minutes left in the third. So that sort of hurt us, but it also helped by giving a couple of our younger girls an opportunity to play in that type of environment. That's only going to help us down the road.
And you got to make sure your girls don't play down to the level of their competition.
Yes.
Not to be disrespectful toward the opponents. You got to make sure they're not playing down that way. They got to keep playing up.
We've been trying to preach that every night. We got to go out and play Southeast basketball, because if we come out and play at another team's level, it's only going to hurt us. Because I think we, in a scrimmage a couple weeks ago in Winston, we played down to a team, and I mean, I was like, that was the worst we've ever played, and it was because that other team was. So if we come out and play up to our ability night in and night out, we will be fine this season.
And you're not that much different than you were last year as far as the positions and players go. A lot of the same people back this year, almost all the same top 5 back, and you would think those girls, after a season of improving, working, training, they're going to get better and better. You just got to keep pushing those girls, I'm sure, keep them focused.
That's right. That's what we tell our girls is how we focus in practice is how it's going to carry over to this game. And we've been telling our second unit, in order for our first unit, because they've been through a season together and we got all 5 of them back, that we need our second unit to push them in practice, especially getting in like Southwest, applying the pressure, rebounding. Don't allow them to be comfortable in their situation and say, hey ladies, I want that starting position, I want to be in that rotation also. So it's really helped us that a couple games this season, our second unit has got out there and executed better than our first unit. And that's only going to be a carryover throughout the season. That's what we want to go out night in and night out saying, hey, we're the better team. 1 through 10, we should be able to get it done.
I tell you, it's going to be really important to get it done. You started playing, like you say, against Page and Southern Alamance and Dudley. That's with your team included, that's 4 of the best teams in the entire state, I would think, right there. You look at that Metro 4A Conference, top 4,
yes,
very,
sir.
very tough.
It's going to be tough. I mean, we got a good taste of it last year because we're 5, 6 teams deep, where you had 6 teams with at least 15 wins last year. I mean, I think Western's going to take a step down, losing Clancy and Carmack, and then I think Smith losing the big girl and a couple of their guards maybe down a little bit. But those top 4, night in and night out, it's going to be a battle. I know a lot of people are saying Paris is coming back and they got a freshman over there that's lighting it up. But hey, when you get on the court, it's anybody's ball game if you bring your A game.
As long as you bring your defense, it can be anybody's game. And those 4 teams, among those 4, none of those 4 teams lost very many players off last year's team. Just about everybody's back.
We talked about over summer is how our conference was good last year and everybody was young, because I think Page brings back their top 6 out of their top 7. Dudley lost the Goins girl, but he lost her at mid-season with the ACL. Southern Alamance brings the whole house back. So, I mean, we're fortunate we lost 2 seniors that were role players, and we're bringing back our top 8. And got a couple freshmen that are contributing right now. So we're looking forward to it. We just want to make sure that we don't stumble early in the season, taking somebody for granted and not getting better as the season goes on.
Yeah, you think about it. Looking at those 4 teams later on down the road, Metro conversation gets started, you really should be headed that way, unbeaten going in, and then the test will begin.
Correct, sir. If we do what we're supposed to do and don't take anybody for granted, come out here and trip up, you're right. Going into the Christmas tournament, we got an opportunity to be close to undefeated. I mean, we're 4-0 right now, and I only see us getting better. But the only thing is, we're starting to see teams for the second time, as they make adjustments, we got to make adjustments. We're being the only Guilford County school that goes down to that Davidson County Christmas tournament. You know, they always have us as an outsider. We don't get the best called officiated games, and we always have a tendency to think that, okay, we can go down there and walk through it, but we can't. We can't take any game for granted this year. We got to go one game at a time, one step at a time, one basket, one free throw, making sure we do the little things about basketball that's going to get us to the next level.
Well, Coach, good luck to you. Pleasure to get with you tonight. Look forward to see what the girls will do, and looking forward to still those Page and Dudley and Southern Alamance games. Can't wait to see Shea Burnett and Harris Key and Rouse and Mays and company from Dudley and your girls get together. That should be a treat this year. Like you say, Western Guilford might sneak in and surprise a few people too. I'm surprised at how well they played and losing all they did off last year's team early.
They're doing well. I mean, I think our conference speaks for itself. We just got to come, and I'm excited about the upcoming conference season, because you, as a conference foe in the Metro, you want tough games every night. Some teams, just like we could not even say in other conferences, this is our third game against this conference, and we're already 3-0. And I think they've played a couple other of our conference foes and that have beaten this conference pretty bad. But, night in and night out, we want to be getting better as the season goes on, because when you got back-to-back games with a Southern Alamance, then you travel to a Dudley, then you get a Smith in between that, and then you fall over at Page. There's no gimmies in the Metro this year.
Coach, good luck to you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, and we appreciate all you do for our coverage of the local teams in the area.